Today is the final day for you to watch the movie Police State in theaters. As you know, we bought out hundreds of theaters on Monday, and we had a terrific opening Monday night. And tonight, Wednesday night, is your second chance to go. So if you didn't go Monday, or if you went Monday and you loved it, you know what? Think about going again. And there's a lot in this film, and you probably got a lot out of it, but you can get a lot more by seeing it a second time. There's still some tickets available, although some theaters are sold out. And the way you get tickets, policestatefilm.net, put in your zip code, theaters come up, buy your ticket right there. You got to buy it on the website. You cannot go to the theater, cannot get tickets at the theater itself. Now, if you want to watch at home, you will have a unique chance to do that. We have a marvelous program. It's called the Virtual Red Carpet Premiere. We fly to Las Vegas and do it out of a magnificent studio there. Forgiato Blow will perform his song Police State Survivor, which is in the closing credits of the movie, but he doesn't perform it. It's just the music. But here he's performing it live. We'll have a full screening of the film, a live Q&A with Dan Bongino and me to follow. And it's all for the price of a movie ticket. So it's kind of cool. You can watch it. You and your family can watch on Friday, October 27th. So the virtual premiere, when you go to the website, policestatefilm.net, there's a little tab that says virtual premiere. Click, and it'll take you right to where you can buy tickets for that. Now, the film is emotionally powerful and has, well, there are two kinds of people in the film. There are whistleblowers, informants, who describe the architecture of the police state, how it's constructed, this kind of evil sausage-making factory, if you will. And then there are a lot of ordinary people, and I want to show their direct experience of the police state, because quite frankly, if you haven't had the FBI come smashing through your door, you have no idea what that's like. And there's a human tendency not to believe it, not to believe it can happen to you, not to believe it could happen here, not in America. But it is happening, and a movie is the next best way to show you what that looks like and what that feels like. So there's a lot of emotional content in this movie, but I want to stress here that there's also a lot of intellectual content. There are questions examined in the movie that go way beyond where the current debate is. So I'll give a couple of examples of that to give you a flavor for what we talk about in the film. We have a police state here in America, and it has a lot of the common characteristics of other police states. But it also has some unique characteristics, and I want to highlight those. The first unique characteristic is rampant criminality in our cities. That actually is not common in police states. If you go to Pyongyang, you go to Havana, you go to Beijing, you can't just start harassing, murdering people on the subway, accosting them and punching them. You can't even be a homeless guy who goes up to someone and starts grabbing the food off their plate. The cops will show up, they'll beat you to a pulp, they'll take you away. You'll probably never be seen again. So police states offer a certain weird kind of benefit, which is law and order, clean subways. And yet, we have a police state, an emerging police state, but we have dirty subways and dangerous subways and rampant criminality. So how is this rampant criminality consistent with having a police state? That question is examined and answered in the film. And here's another one. Police states normally have closed borders. Think about the Berlin Wall. Can't get in, can't get out. Or even in some ways the symbolic importance of the Great Wall of China. There's a restriction on people coming into China, and there's a restriction about what Chinese people can do to leave, to escape the tyranny, if you will, of China, or China wants to follow you if you do. So how is it the case that we have a police state that doesn't seem to care who gets in? There's a porous border, a largely open border. Well, that's explained in the film as well. So Police State is a film with intellectual and emotional content both. And I think that combination is really what makes a movie really powerful. You leave, you find it emotionally wrenching, and you understand the police state sort of at the level of deep feelings. At the same time, you're intellectually provoked. You're like, wow, I never thought of it that way. This film has put together things that I sort of had a sense were happening. I might even have known some of the general outlines, but it supplies the kind of particularity of detail and the comprehensive explanation of drawing all the threads together into a single narrative that is really powerful. So I'm very proud of this film. I've said a couple of times before, not a film I was kind of wanting to make, but it's a film that really needs to be made, and needs to be made, number one, for Republicans, for conservatives, some of whom are clearly living in denial. They're very much like the wildebeest that doesn't want to believe that there's a predator in the trees, or a predator approaching or hiding around the corner. But it's also for the American people, because America is a country that has never had this kind of experience of a police state. We always look for it abroad. We don't recognize a police state when it comes at us in an American accent and with kind of American slogans. A police state that claims to be wonderful, claims to be on the side of truth and justice and the American way. A police state that says we are saving democracy and we are fighting for truth against misinformation and disinformation, and we are impartially upholding the law, and we're even affirming freedom. Part of what I do in the film is I rip the mask, I take the veils off of the police state so you can see its naked brutality. I bring it really up close and personal. And I think you will leave the theater with a sort of experience and with a feeling, with an understanding that surpasses that of any of my previous films. So to close out, the website, the one-stop shop to get tickets, policestatefilm.net. Debbie and I had a New Year's resolution to lose weight, and thankfully, PhD weight loss came to the rescue. Debbie's already lost 24 pounds. I've lost 27, and take a look, I'm keeping it off. We're both now on maintenance, really happy about it. The program is based on science and nutrition, no injections, no pills, no long hours in the gym, no severe calorie restriction, just good, sound, scientifically proven nutrition. It's so simple. They make it easy by providing 80% of your food at no additional cost. They tell you when and what to eat, and guess what? You can do this without ever being hungry. The founder, Dr. Ashley Lucas, has her PhD in chronic disease and sports nutrition. She's also a registered dietitian. She helps people lose weight and, most important, maintain that weight loss for life. So if you're ready to take the step of losing weight like Debbie and I have, call PhD Weight Loss and Nutrition. The number, 864-644-1900. You can also find them online at myphdweightloss.com. Again, the number to call, 864-644-1900.